don't see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On two, ready?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
On one, ready?
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints, nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Webster finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Third and 2, now Wilson. It's caught, Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Saints at 7-5 now in the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Wilson's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he gets it to Whalen, complete. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing again on second down. Wilson looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Saints 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ready?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Ready?
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 41 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Saints 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10. Their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This is Smith with the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. McPherson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 28, Saints 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, a 24-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Saints 10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Play action. Now Wilson. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Olave holds it in. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And it's 3rd and 4.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Saints. John Fitzpatrick from 21 yards away. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2, ready?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA.
Gun.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down sticks will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. A good pickup there at 22. first and 10. It's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Wilson. He completes it to Olave. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Wilson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
It's caught at the 1, and he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that
The
before.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devontae Smith, 32 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Wilson going to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, they're going to run for it here. He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came up...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea with the top